You know, prison was a hard place. It wasn't easy. I don't think anybody plans on being there. Just one day it finds you, man. You didn't even do anything to deserve it. I can't even show my face on this video. I'm locked up around 3,000 men that want to beat me, kill me, stick me, skewer me. Man, I've been in Horrific Vision 5 mask runs. Shoot. You don't want to go there, bro. You don't want to go here. Alright, now that we have that BS out of the way, welcome YouTubers. I'm your host Draven, and this is my guide to Horrific Vision's 5 mask run in Stormwind on Beast Mastery Hunter patch 8.3. Make sure to grab your vessels and let's get started. Alright, first things first, we're just going to join in, and right after that we're going to go ahead and grab all 5 masks here in this area. Once we have all 5 masks, then we're going to go ahead and join in. First thing I do here is I go ahead and just stealth. I run around the first mobs. I don't worry about the poisons and all that. I really don't need them. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check this door right here behind me. I saw that it was closed this run, so I'm just going to go ahead and start killing these guys. And now that stealth is down for 1 minute, in my mind I'm thinking I need to go ahead and just wait and kill as many mobs in this general area as I can, because I'm going to be using the stealth again before too long. We're just waiting on the camouflage timer to come back up. I'm going to push a little bit further. Camouflage is pretty much up and everything at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and just hit these because I still got time. So I'm going to go ahead and open this for later when we come back through here. Alright, this is the point where we're going to go ahead and stealth the next section. And we're going to try and go around the oozes that are in this back corner. We skated around everybody with the camouflage. Now we don't need camouflage anymore for this section. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and eat a kebab here as soon as I can get out of combat. Eating kebabs outside of the main zones is really good because you don't take as much sanity loss when you're outside of those zones. Go ahead and start grabbing these. You need 8 of them, the mines. So if I can do this in PvP gear, you can definitely do a 5 mask run in full PvE gear. Alright, we're going to check the mailbox and see if we can get a drop from the mount that gets dropped from this mailbox. Alright, so I killed the left side first. That way I could lose some sanity. This guy's going to give me sanity back, so now that's pretty much the point where I'm at. This guy's really easy. I just kind of keep running and keep my pet where it's at, and he pretty much just melts. Alright, now right here we're going to kill the left little mob just so we can make it through with camouflage. And now I mess up a little bit because I have my pet, I think, on defensive instead of passive here. But what I want to do is I want to skate to the left for the first little group and then to the right a little bit further for the second group. And I messed that up because my pet decided to attack because I got too close to that group. I don't know if I aggroed them or not, but either way. You can actually skip them if you do that part right. And I was kind of deciding whether I wanted the kebab here or not, but I didn't feel like wasting the food because I really wasn't stressing out over it. I flare there so I can pull those two out. I trap one and then I just kind of do some damage to this one. The next one I can stun him if I want to. I don't even need to stun the first one. Now I go to the left first, and there's a reason. To the right is where you kill the guy with the key. I go to the left first because, as you can see, I don't really need a lot of sanity back yet. So I don't want to just waste it. If I was to go straight to the key, whenever I kill that mob, because of the point in the mementos that you spend, I would end up not getting as much sanity back from that boss as I will later by not doing him first and letting my sanity tick down before this point. I wanted to make this really detailed, that way like anybody trying to do a 5-mask can pretty much understand every mindset that I have. Right now I'm just clearing mobs and letting my sanity kind of tick down as I go. I'm not really stressed or anything like that about how much sanity I'm taking at this point, just because at this point it's going to be all given back to me for the most part anyway. See, now we came back for the key at this point, and you see how much sanity we've lost compared to the opener in this section. So now when we kill this, we're going to get a lot more sanity back, and we'll have a lot further we can make it now without being stressed out, because we're going to be almost to full. See, it put us almost back at full, and we have almost the entire section done already. We don't have to kill the guys on the right there ever. Like, it's not going to affect you on getting the 5-mask done or anything like that. I pop everything including Hero, Matthias Shaw, and I do as much damage as I can fast, of course, like anybody else. But what I try to do is I also try to keep my bleeds as far as barb shots, Crucible of Flame up more than anything else, and I try to angle myself to where the eyes can't see me as I'm killing, as I'm putting the eye behind me right now, for example. Now what happens here is I get slowed by that bad stuff and I have to use the whatever it is, but I get put in a bad spot. This thing spawns at kind of a bad time. I end up having to kill it, which means the eyes are kind of surrounding me, which was really bad for me. So I didn't know how well I was going to do at this point. I was kind of nervous, to be honest. We're going to just skate back to the beginning right here, and we're going to start going down this section that we had cleared out earlier in the opener. Alright, we're eating a kebab. Anytime I'm killing tendrils, I always try to get 2 or 3 damage bleeds out, and then I instantly stun, because tendrils tend to spawn and despawn so many times it's very frustrating. So I always try to load them up with bleeds and then get the stun off so that we don't have to worry about them over and over again popping up on us. It's actually fantastic. I've really loved BFA camera angles. They've actually been awful compared to any other X-Pack, it feels like. This is like the only X-Pack I've ever trapped trees, walls, and telephone poles, or whatever the hell is in the game. Now there's a really cool trick here on this next section that makes this boss really easy. If you will use the alleyway here, and your main concept is to get as many bleeds out as you can. Just, I'm stacking Barb Shot, Crucible of Flame, Barb Shot, Barb Shot. So now I have 3 stacks of Barb Shot and now I want to run. So I have Crucible of Flame on him twice. I almost die here. I kind of disengage and then I just kind of come around the other side, but my pet pretty much just finishes that for me pretty quickly. You don't have to be in his line of sight. I usually take a lot less corruption than that doing it, but I got kind of aggressive in the beginning, so I took a little bit more damage than what I normally do. We need to make sure that you always try to kick mental assault like I just did. Make sure you pick up all 8 of these prisons. Now I'm doing this on one take, guys, so forgive me if I stutter step on anything that I'm talking about or anything like that. Just cut to the left through this entranceway first. And I just kill them from here at the doorway. I usually trap one. These are one of the 5 bosses that you have to kill in this little area, the mini bosses. And I know this is kind of a long video. I don't want to be like speeding up too much of it. I'm just going to let it play out. You guys watch what you want out of the video, that kind of thing. And I'm just going to leave it slow pace and chill. There ain't going to be many edits on this one or anything like that. If y'all check out my other videos, I got a lot more edits, a lot more interesting stuff. But I've been wanting to do a 5-mass run for a while for you guys and just get it out, that kind of thing. Yo, by the way, y'all check out my stream at xxdravenxx at twitch.tv. I'll be a lot more exciting live, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, this is kind of a drab video. Alright, now this next guy, not this dude we're killing right now, but this guy coming up right now, this big guy. Just make sure you're not in front of his breath. So just stay out of his breath. When he uses it, try to disengage sideways for one of them and then turtle shell for his other breath. I usually just trap one of these guys. This next boss is going to be super easy. Just make sure you kick Polymorph. His other things, you just kind of stay out of them. It's not really a big deal. His missiles, you can pretty much just take the hit from his missiles and it's not even a big deal. Like, I'll take his first cast every time and not even worry about it. Alright, now we're going straight to the boss. We've got all 4 sections done aside from the boss. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let him play out his talking. I'm just going to stand kind of in the open. Alright, so I'm going to start an orb here, and I'm going to pop Hero. We use Hero at Matthias Shaw, and we use it here at this boss. Alright, so now I'm pretty much just set. Do some damage. I know it's 2020 and I still click my Bestial Wrath and my Aspect of the Wild, as well as my traps. I think everything else is keybound, but this, well, actually I think I click Freedom as well for Master's Call when I'm using it. And I believe Turtle Shell. Alright, so the biggest thing is making sure you just avoid his Void Eruption or whatever it's called. You just make sure you line of sight it like this. It does tons of sanity. You can kick Polymorph as well, and you can lean on a pole when he uses the Chains of Servitude. Alright, and that's your 5-mass run. Super simple. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow me at xxdravenxx at twitch.tv. I appreciate your time, and you guys have a good night.